Hi, this is Gloria. I'm gonna try to do like a series of the Gorgeous Girl stamps. Um, the first one, it you can more than welcome to fast forward any of these videos that I'll be doing at any time. I was asked just kind of show how I put my Gorgeous Girls cards together. And so I figured the first one I would do is the coloring. And that's probably the longest process is coloring them. But here goes. The first thing is this is the Gorgeous Girl stamp, which she's in the center of it. So I'm going to use her, and it doesn't have a name, but that's what it looks like on the back. And what I do, this is, okay, my favorite paper to use to color the images have been so far the Spectrum Noir paper, and you're getting a glare. And a lot of times I'll cut them like this and then color them, because let me tell you, I color outside the lines, and which you'll see that, and then I wind up cutting them down and then just putting them on regular white cardstock. But my first job is usually, what I'll do is, because like I'm going to paper piece her dress, which I won't bore you to death as far as me cutting it out and what have you. I might show you when I stamp how I kind of do that. But my first thing is, and these are going to be, oops, I got 2 sheets of that. But I thought these 2 sheets would go together really good. This I would put as her dress, and then this is going to be like her jacket. And this is the paper pack that I'm using. It is from Hobby Lobby. I bought a bunch of these. What are these? 4x6s? Yeah, 4.5 by 6.5. And I don't really use them. So, well, anymore what I've been doing is a lot of paper piecing, and I use these, well, mainly for cards. And I'm telling you, I am nothing like a professional. I see some amazing people coloring, and that was my goal, is to get like them. But anyways, the colors that I'm going to use is, well, let's switch this around. If you can read them. It's E000, E00, and E11. And that's going to be for the skin. So, for the first time, in which it takes a couple coats to do it. So what I'll do is like hurry up and like chicken scratch pretty much a coat of the E000 on her skin. Then I switch and I go to the E11 and go on the outside. Oops, wrong end. And which I don't always pay attention. But if you ever watch, like, there's like a gray line on the markers, those are always the nibs. It's a quick reference. Instead of doing like I wind up pulling the wrong end, I don't pay attention. But, and I'm hoping you can see, but it is all I do is quickly go around where I think the dark spots. And believe me, I'm bad at that part. And then I go to E00. And then this one, I will go all the way around her face. And I start, which I know it's hard to see, which I probably should have brought it. Let me bring it in. Oops, wrong way. Okay, oops, wrong way. Okay, like here is E11, and then like right here on the inside of her arms. But what I'll do is kind of turn it just a hair, and I always wind up turning my images. But I'll start just before the E11 and then just swish out. And then I try to get that E11 moving so that it doesn't create that harsh line. I don't like them lines. And if I have to, I will backtrack. And usually that's because it's already like dried some. And then I just go there. And then when I got it this way, I go straight down the arm. And then I just swish the other way. And then I go back to the E11. Right where I pretty much had it the last time is where I'm going to wind up doing it again. But I try to kind of go over those edges so that it's not exact and it's not that real harsh line. And then real light, and I don't have a steady hand, so that's even worse. Then I'm pretty much done with the 11. Then as long as I got it this way, it's E00 that I went back to. And oh shoot. I'm probably not always going to stay in frame because I don't do I don't color. And I'm sitting here babbling away. And just go a little further than you did the last time. And then that way, you don't have the harsh lines. And then just go back. And then that's done. And then you go back to the 0. And just fill in. kind of hide hide the lines a little bit that you may have created. And then just kind of go on the outside and swish them in. That way, if you got it too dark, it'll kind of like soften that up. That way, if you're paper piecing, not a big deal. You can color over the top of that. Okay, I'm going to show you real quick. And what I also use, it's just like a rubber mat, a piece of foam, and I cut it down, and that's what I use to stamp on. And so this is going to be her jacket. So what I'm going to focus on when I ink up, let's see. Okay. When I ink up, I'm just going to focus mainly on her sweater. And then figure out if I want like the green or the plaid, in which this kind of helps. Alright, we're going to go I guess right about there. And if you don't like it, you still got plenty of paper piece or paper to use that you can piece. Trying to get it where I can get, ouch, the double pink. Oh, there we go. I like the second one better. I'll use this one. And, okay. Now for her dress, what I'm going to focus on is stamping like on the flower, because that'll be the main piece, like right in here is where I want to put a flower. So now I'll just stamp so that it mainly gets the dress. And while you're at it, there's also a bow in her hair. You can do that piece later if you want, or just do it all at the same time. But I'm hoping right there we'll get both pieces. Okay, that'll work. Which, it doesn't matter how you really stamp. See now, like, you'll see the center of her dress has that flower. And then in her bow, which you'll see the little dots, and it'll match her dress. Or, let's see if I can do this again. Just do the bow, ink that up, and see if that looks any. Okay. I'm going to use that bow versus that bow in her hair. But I am going to use that dress. So that's the advantage of using, you know, maybe a 4x6. You got plenty of room to play around. Alright, let me paper piece these, and I will be right back.